Good morning, everybody. I'm gonna make a little video about my live well that I made here. I had a few people ask me on Facebook to see if I could make a video show them exactly how I did it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that for them. And I guess we'll start with the battery box. This is the battery box right here. As you can see, I wedged it in with a piece of foam. Let me see if I can get it out without disconnecting it. Okay. My battery box is a Pelican 1150 case that I modified, as you can see here. Cable gland, SAE connector. This switch controls the voltmeter, only because I didn't want the voltmeter on at all times, because then that would drain the battery. So I have this switch here which tells you if your battery's charged or not. It's a little difficult to see it right now, but it's 12.8. It's a 12 volt battery I have inside of here. Let me show you guys which battery I used. It's a waterproof box. As you can see, it's got the rubber seal around it. I still tried to waterproof as much stuff as I could. As you can see, I was generous with the marine goop around all the I still have to put some around the switch. The battery that I use here, 12 volt, 10 amp hour, 20 hour battery. So far I've used it 2 or 3 times, have not had a problem with it. I haven't had it run out. The lowest it's gotten on voltage was to like 11 or 10. On the SAE connector, I bought one of these because it's a splitter. Splits it up. You can hook up 4 different things to it. As you can see right here, I'm gonna put a fish finder. So now all I gotta do is run the cable, make sure it's an SAE connection, and connect that. I'm gonna put navigation lights in the front, which I'm gonna use for another one of these. And then I have an option of whatever for here, for the fourth one. Don't know what I'm gonna put on there yet. Anyway, let's move on to the pump itself. It's right here. It's a Tsunami T500, pretty standard. Let me go around the other side and get a better shot. Alright, here it is. What I did was I just drilled a hole in the bottom of the kayak, which took a lot of nerve to do, because I was very scared to do that. As you can see, I put a lot of 3M 5200 around the bottom. I ran the hose with the clamp, because this thing builds up a lot of pressure in this hose, and if you don't have a clamp, this will leak like crazy if you don't have it wide open. Also, this is the wiring for the battery box, and I've got it wired to this switch here, and I put right above the cup holder, and you can hear it, it's on. I don't like to do that too much. This switch here, it cycles. It has a timer. It will run for 30 seconds and shut it off for 2 minutes or 3 minutes, something like that. Either way, it saves your battery. It's a great thing to have. So let me show you guys where I made the hole underneath, what it looks like. Watch out, no. Stop, man. This is where the strainer comes out. As you can see, it's almost parallel to the bottom of the kayak, so I don't have to worry about it rubbing on anything. Sorry, my dog's over here trying to make out with me. It hangs out just a little bit, but it's pretty much hidden. It's below the water line. So as soon as I put the kayak in the water and I turn on the switch, I get water drawn into it. Doesn't have to be primed or anything. You can see the 5200 I put around there also. Does a good job. I have no leaks. That was one of my biggest worries in making a hole in the kayak. So anyway, the hose comes this way. It comes under the seat. Now what I did here was I removed this fishing pole holder, and I was able to access the inside of this area. So what I did was I took a through hole. See it right there? This is a regular boat through hole. It's the same thing on the other side, on the inside. Connect the hose to that, clamp it, and then I was able to come out through here, run it alongside. As you can see, it comes this way, right up here. Now, when I took it out the first time, not realizing how much pressure would build up in this hose, I had water leaking out of here. So I still have to get one of these to put on here. Just haven't gotten around to it. And you can see I took an Igloo 25 quart cooler, made a hole in the top just for a handle, and kind of clip it onto that when I want to. Keep it closed. All this is a bungee. Now, I drilled 3 holes in the cooler. The one hole is for the spigot. This controls the flow of how much water you want, when you want it, whatever. This one is the water level control. So it will only fill up to about here, which is maybe 3/4 of the way the cooler. And then this drain down here, I put in after I used it the first time. You can see I got some fish scales in here. After I put this in because I didn't feel like taking the cooler out every time I use it and dumping it or flipping the kayak sideways. So I put this drain over here at the bottom, and it's got a valve. And this valve is from a company that makes aquarium valves. It's an aquarium valve. All this stuff I got off of all the through holes and all this stuff here that you see, I got off of Amazon. Pretty cheap. This hose, actually, I bought extra hose at Home Depot. That wasn't that cheap. I think it was a roll of 10 feet for like 20 bucks or something. I didn't find it that cheap. Anyway, this valve here, when I'm done fishing, my cooler's empty, no bait in it, I turn the valve in line and it lets all the water out through this hose that I have going through this scupper here. Now, when I'm on the kayak and I'm out in the ocean, obviously this is closed. This is not in through the scupper. And my plug is in here. The other scupper with this is the drain for the level from the inside. I went through this scupper hole and I put a through hole through here. What I did notice is this back compartment fills up with about 1 inch of water because this lets all the water in. So what I got to do here is I have to seal this. I have to seal this in through here. Or I'm probably gonna just maybe seal it down on the bottom also. As you can see, that's where the water comes out. I didn't want to do it over the side because then you get noise, dripping noise, and You know, I don't want to scare away the fish, or I didn't want to have that sound going on. That's pretty much it. That's my live well. I got some other mods that I'm working on. So once my kayak is complete, I'll do another one. My next toy is going to be a trolling motor and a fish finder. And once I got all that done, I'll make another video, show you guys all the gadgets and little things that I have on here. And my kayak will be much cleaner. It's really not that clean right now because I've been working on it. I had trouble cutting these screws off of the trying to remove the pole holder that comes with it, and I didn't do a good job. I had to take the Dremel and go to town on it. Whatever, I'll find a way to hide this somehow. And that's it. I hope you guys found it interesting. Have a nice day.